What is up, Passholder family? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Another Tuesday live stream and another what just popped up on my screen. Okay, there we go. Another Tuesday live stream. Sorry about that. And we're back again, greeting you, wonderful people. Oh man, as more and more people trickle on in, gonna say hello to some of you folks in a second. It's always good to be welcomed by you lovely people. But welcome, everybody. Again, as always, like I always say, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, let's say hello to some of you folks as more people trickle on in. Okay, so Arthur, hello. Miss Amy Harris, hello to you. Airtime Mike, what is up, brother, man? What is going on? Good, sir. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Man, I appreciate you. Falcons boy, hey, Falcons. What's going on? What's going on? What's up? It's weird. Nightbot on here has thumbs up spelled wrong. Oh, thumbs up. Okay, well, listen to Nightbot, everybody. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, if you're ready to enjoy the stream tonight. Fred, what is up, good sir? What is up? Robin, how are you? Hello to you. Body Snatcher, hello. You're going there on April 8th and 9th, the Six Flags Great Adventure. Have an amazing time. Have yourself a great adventure like I did. It was tremendous. I also am there's going to be another video from the trip on Thursday, and then another video on Friday. Friday or Saturday, something like that. So stay tuned. More in store. Theme Park New England, hello, welcome. First of all, you love the channel. Well, welcome. I love that you love the channel, and I love that you're here. So, hey, we have a mutual understanding. But welcome to the stream. My hair after King Dakar. Yeah, it was crazy. You should see. The camera did a good job, but really the picture on Instagram, guys, by the way, check out my Instagram. It's on listed in the description down below, and also there on the screen right there. I documented my whole day and all that stuff, but yeah, it was crazy. You had no choice. Obviously, you can't have hats on or anything. Like, my hair grew like 6 inches taller and was high. It was crazy. It was a great experience, though. I love that coaster. It was great to just go back to back on it with no lines, because it broke down right before, and then I waited around. I was like, I feel like it's going to open back up, and I waited around and opened back up. Fred, you're good, but always, yeah. Oh, always rise up. Of course. There's nothing else you can do with the Falcons. Hopefully we do something. But welcome, guys, as more people come on in. Of course, we're going to have a little Q&A, so feel free to ask any questions about my trip, as I am now back. Obviously, you'll see some other videos coming up soon, later on in the week, starting again in 2 days at the time of recording this, or live. We're live. So we'll go from there. So feel free to ask anything. Darkside, welcome to the stream. Yes, it is I, Miguel, the Annual Passholder here, back with a brand new video here today. Yes. But welcome to the stream. Welcome. Man, the reception, you guys being here, it's amazing. But it was good. I had a really great trip. Of course, feel free to ask anything, any questions about what you guys saw, what you guys want to know, what was behind the scenes of my day, which I'm going to go in more depth about that in another video later this week. But it was crazy. A lot of crazy stuff. But overall, the park, tremendous park. But I don't know. I really loved it. And you can really see which Six Flags parks are prioritized over others. It's crazy. Like, they're top tier ones, there's middle tier, and they're definitely lower tier ones. Lauren, welcome to the stream. Everybody welcome Lauren to the stream. She says hello, chat. Chat says hello back. Yes, welcome. Just follow me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Cool. Like I said, when I go on these adventures, I document everything. So people on YouTube, the Passholder family didn't know through that way until they were surprised on when the video came out. But if you follow me on social media, you can see, especially Instagram, that I document everything on my day. So you'll know first via Instagram. So it's a good thing. Oh yeah, show Lauren and everybody some love. Everybody show each other some love. It's all good. Now, I was super sad. And again, in the video coming up, I'm going to talk about that. And well, you saw it in the video, the first vlog. I was super sad about El Toro. being down. Yeah, that was a bummer because like everybody raves about that coaster and Steel Vengeance and whatever coaster, and I'm just like, okay, finally, guys, it's my chance. I get to go there. I'm there now at the park. I'm running. I know. I just know everybody just like running in the bulls just rushed over to El Toro, ironically. But then I get there, I'm like, why is nobody over here? And then I get closer and I'm like, it's not testing, it's not running. What's up? Then on that little trash can right in front, it says it's down right now for maintenance. Please visit another attraction. I'm like, okay, cool. Then somebody else walked by and was like, oh, Toro never opens up at the beginning. Just give it an hour or so. I'm like, okay, cool. Never open. And then people on Instagram, including Mike, who was here, and just other people were like, it's closed. I'm like, how do you guys know this? And I don't. Why didn't I know this upon arrival? But overall, I had a great day, and I made the best of it, as you always should, with things that don't always go your way. Is Great Adventure top tier or middle tier? As far as Six Flags parks, it's definitely top tier. It's definitely top tier for sure. Oh, 100%. 100%. What did I think about Nitro? I thought Nitro was really smooth. I really did think Nitro was really smooth. Thank you for bringing that up. That's a perfect segue for something else I want to talk about. But to continue on with answering that first, Nitro was very smooth. I like the layout of it. And yeah, I met some amazing people in the queue line. The whole queue system was weird, and how close you get to like the queue at the end, you're lined up underneath like the lift hill, and you can really hear that thing cranking, and you smell like I guess it's like gas, but it was really crazy. And there's no social distancing in that queue whatsoever. But overall, it was just an amazing time. They give you like a boarding pass during this time frame of to get on the ride. It's really weird. And again, I'm going to talk more about it later on, but they give you a boarding pass to get on the ride. It doesn't have a number or anything, but there was like a police officer at the end before you actually spoke with the team member to get on the ride, where he or she will place you into the row you're supposed to be in. G Money, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing well. You're here and I appreciate you. But yeah, before they place you into the row that you're supposed to be in, there is like a security guard or a police officer that takes your ticket to make sure you're supposed to be here. It was really weird. It was a very unique lineup of just rules, like big signs about like smoking in the parks, like not cigarettes, I mean like marijuana, like don't do it, and like you will be kicked out, and I guess they have an issue with it. I don't know, it was interesting. Hold on one second, guys. See something going on with my connection. Hold on one second. Hold tight. All right, so I'm sure it'll regain in a second, but yeah, it was really interesting though. But I love the coaster overall. Should Great America make another, Great Adventure make another roller coaster? Yeah, they are building a new roller coaster that's going to debut this year, which that's the next time I'll be back. So that's a good thing. We're headed to Universal this weekend. Very nice, Robin. Have a blast. Can't wait to go back. Haven't been there since 2016. Hoping to get on Hagrid's. Oh my goodness. Oh, Hagrid's. I can't wait to get on Hagrid's again after opening day. Tremendous. If you can get a day or get on whenever you can, but if you can get on a night ride on Hagrid's, please do so. It's amazing. The ambiance, everything. 11 here watching. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. But definitely have a blast. That's one of my favorite parks. A little inside tip for you guys here and whoever watches on replay. Hello to everybody watching on replay, watching later. You are appreciated equally. I will be doing a good amount of trips coming up soon from Universal. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of content from there soon. So stay tuned on that. And a lot of people were hyped for me reaching out of going out of Six Flags Over Georgia and hitting other parks and covering it, and they really were like enjoying it and receptive of it, and I appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun to go on different adventures, which more are in store. I was going to do a lot more last year, but obviously the pandemic. But a lot more is coming this year. Did I do back row on what's that called? Nitro? No, I did front row. I was in the front on Nitro. It was awesome though, but it was a great coaster. It was my favorite of the trip that was open. I will say though, before I'll answer more of chat, I will say I do really appreciate Goliath more now at Six Flags Over Georgia. We actually do here as my home park. We have a lot of great coasters. We really do have a lot of great coasters. Oh, Falcons boy, to answer that, Goliath, Raging Bull, then Nitro for me. Yeah. Did Nitro have new music? No. Nope. Nope. You live in Atlanta now, but you're originally from New York City, so I know. Oh yeah, where the rules. It was very unique. It was very like. Again, I'll shine more light on that later, but it was just unique. Just the whole dynamic of like, obviously, living in the South and going up north there, and then like beforehand, me going out west. Like, it's so. There are kind, nice people everywhere, which is amazing. I met amazing people, including in this community, are amazing. But it's crazy how parks are in different states. That's the beauty of travel, though. Which I will have like a whole video how to travel as like a up and coming enthusiast. Somebody mentioned that on my last live stream to do so before this trip, and I'm definitely gonna make that so you guys can kind of know how to travel if you're traveling by yourself, how to get out your comfort zone, how to be comfortable traveling and whatnot, and just experiencing more out there than your local surroundings. So yeah, there's a lot of beauty out there. You guys got to get out there as soon as you can, when you can. We love to see you in other parks. You have such an enthusiasm. It's like we're experiencing the parks with you. See, Robin, that's what I love, and that's what I try to really do. And I'm glad that you see that along with other people, which is amazing. Thank you so much for that. I try to make it as if you guys are coming with me and experiencing it rather than I don't like to show myself too much or show what's in front of me too much. I think it's a great balance. So it's like you guys are with me. And it's really great because I really do have a passion and like great enthusiasm for this because I grew up with it as a little kid all the way till now. It's been with me and I really do love it. And meeting wonderful people like you that love that and or just travel, it's amazing because I can share it with you all. And that's why I say this community that we have is a Passholder family community. Like it's not, I don't have fans. I don't have anything like that. It's a family. It's a community. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic. It's a family thing. And it's amazing. You guys are all amazing. Just as we continue to grow, greater and big things are coming. But thank you for the kind words. I'm glad that it's coming through in the cameras. It's only going to get better. You feel like the Joker is overrated? Are you talking about at Great Adventure? Because it's not really fun because you get sick a lot. Do I agree? If you're talking about at Great Adventure and if you're talking about 4D free spins in general, yeah. They're unique and can be discombobulating and thrilling in a way. So that's why I feel like parks really go for them. And especially like the general public who aren't like big into these things, they just casually go to the theme park. They're big like into those. So they work. I don't think they're the most exciting thing. They're very one-trick pony like things. But hey, if people love them, like them, then I love them. I don't know. Scorcher or Green Lantern, 100% Georgia Scorcher, 100%. It is the best remaining stand-up coaster in the world by far, 100%. True because you hate that ride. Understood. Did I? Yes. Man, it's a whole nother thing. Did I notice the security guard dogs in video one? I did. A lot during my stint at the park because they were all around, walking by people, making sure they didn't have any contraband or anything on them. And also, even per each locker system, because you remember, I had to keep going by the lockers. At each lockers, they would stay there for a good amount of time too, with the dog sniffing the lockers to make sure nothing was in them. Yeah, they take it very serious. It's almost like Fright Fest at Six Flags Over Georgia. They take it very serious. 14 here watching. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy yourselves. Yeah, it was interesting with all the police and all the dogs. Yeah. But I did notice for sure. Joker was a waste of money, right, Fred? Yeah. Oh, you're talking about at Great Adventure? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it was a good fit. I think it was a weird location of where they put it, because it's like the first thing you see when you get on in there as you look straight ahead. Them and the skyline, which is like the sky buckets. It's the first thing that you see there. The second part of Falcon's Boy of this trip will be on Thursday. Thursday. Well, that'll come out. So yeah, it's a weird location of where they put it. Like, why is that the first thing? You would think somehow they would have worked like El Toro or something to be the first thing you see, but no, it's a 4D free spin along with amazing fountain. All these other Six Flags parks that I keep going to have amazing front entrances and fountains. It's amazing. Over Georgia needs to really build theirs up. They used to have something great, but nowadays they need to build that up. Really, like upgrade the promenade. Let me see. Hold on. Let me move on up here. Missing chat. You guys are amazing. Nick, hello. First of all, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Fellow Georgian here. Love your Six Flags Over Georgia coverage. What do you think will replace Splashwater Falls, and when do you think it'll happen? It's becoming quite an eyesore. It is an eyesore, 100%. Which even this year it has gotten worse. Even last year, actually, at the end of last year, notice, like, if you look at the back from the train, the railroad tracks, and or just the Metropolis section of the park, you can really see the rust and it's really bad. Now, when do I feel like something's going to happen? Well, first of all, they are planning to remove rides. Now, when they say remove rides, 15 rides will be removed across the Six Flags chain of parks. Now, when they say remove rides, they were saying that it's going to be rides that were open and operating and were kind of like maintenance nightmares. Yes, although that ride is or was it's down, so it's not really a nightmare to run on the normal. But it's been down for like 4 years now. So they would have done it. They would have done it already. So that probably won't be in that boat of rides that'll leave that they're talking about, which I believe they already did it with the Sky Buckets. That's already gone. It's technically a ride. Now, when will they do something with Splashwater Falls? I'm thinking in the next 2 years. And what would replace it? Hopefully they do something. But if so, honestly, I think that's your best bet for people wanting an RMC Raptor. I really believe that's your best bet to get that there, because it's not a big footprint. Or honestly, seeing the 4D free spin again in person, it could really work there too. That is not a big footprint at all. And it could fit there. Something like that. If not, they'll add more flat rides again or something. But I feel in the next 2 years, not next year. Next year they might start, but it's weird. I'm saying the next 2 years though, to answer. But you're welcome. That's true, because Six Flags Over Georgia and Fright Fest. Yeah, Fright Fest is very crazy, very, very crazy. And talking to people in the queue line of Nitro's queue, it's crazy. It's at all Six Flags parks, and just I think Halloween events in general bring out the craziness. But definitely Over Georgia, man, fights and craziness. When do you think Iron Gwazi, Jersey Devil, and Pantheon will open? Pantheon has started testing. Iron Gwazi did testing earlier, but we haven't seen anything as of late. Jersey Devil is not ready yet to even test. They just kind of finished the brake run. If you pay attention to their Instagram and their YouTube page, they actually update weekly. It's their whole thing is to update weekly on what's going on with the construction. It's an amazing thing. Probably though, to answer that, Iron Gwazi's honestly ready right now. I think they're just waiting for the right time, which would be like after Memorial Day or Memorial Day on after. I think all of these will open Memorial Day or after, including Mindbender at Six Flags Over Georgia. All of them, except Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil might in time because we're still in March, although it's at the end. We might see it by that time, but I'm thinking around that time or summer. But just expect, I believe, a lot of things by Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. Georgia should remodel the log flume area. Yeah. Actually, yeah, there's not much there. There's not theming or anything like that. That's actually a good idea. I agree with that. I actually agree with it. They repainted the fencing. Are you talking about in that area? I mean, yeah, that's it. That is true. Like, that is very true. That's not much. You can do more. You can do more. 12 here watching. Again, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, nothing big. I don't know. They could do so much more, though. They could do so much more. What do you guys think of King Dakar, the world's tallest roller coaster? I mean, obviously things will keep getting bigger. What is that? That was my first strata coaster. Which is crazy. All right, let me explain really quick. That feeling, that sensation was insane. It really was insane. Like, getting strapped in, I was like, I don't know what to expect right now. I really don't know what to expect. Then that thing shot off, and it goes up to 128 miles per hour. And yeah, it goes over 400 feet. It's the world's tallest roller coaster. It's not the world's fastest, but it's the world's tallest. But the speed is very fast as is. Man, going 128 was insane. And at first I'm like, what is going on? And like, while I'm in there, and I'm like, how is this possible? But going up vertically up the hill on the coaster, it happened so quick. It really happened so quick. But if you take a second at the top to turn and look at how high you are and look at the lay of the land and the track, it's crazy. By the way, on top of Nitro from afar, you can kind of see Philadelphia, which is really crazy too. So with the high coasters, because they have a lot of like height at that park, you can see some great skylines and views, so it's amazing. But I love King Dakar. King Dakar looks ridiculous in a good way. That's a perfect way to describe it. It was amazing. And I felt like, why am I okay after this? I felt like I would gray out, or some people black out or have issues. I was perfectly fine. I was pumped and I was hyped to go back again like I did. It was crazy. All right, chat. Let me see. It looked incredible. Yeah, it really was incredible. It's a little rough. Are you talking about King Dakar? Yeah, obviously you jerking and going that fast. Yeah, it had a little bit. I mean, it was nothing compared to like what you see with the Scream Machine at Six Flags Over Georgia. But I still love that ride too. You never rode it yet, sadly, King Dakar. Oh, you got to. You have to make it happen. Make it happen. Do you currently have to have a reserved in advance to go to Six Flags parks? If so, how far in advance? You can literally do it. You can literally get to the park before you get through the ticketing. You can literally get on your cell phone and book a reservation right there and then show them. So you can literally do it seconds before, as long as you have time before you get to the turnstiles and whatnot. And even I know like over Georgia, they want to see your reservation. It was weird. Like they want to see your reservation at the drive-in when you're driving up, but they don't check it at the front gate at the turnstiles. Even though you could get dropped off and then just show your badge and your pass and walk into the park. But at Great Adventure, even at the turnstiles, they were like, "Do you have a reservation?" They checked it then. That's interesting, and it's a Six Flags park, but you can tell the presidents of the parks do things differently. So that's interesting. And I guess I'll talk about that too in the other video coming up later on this week. Does it corkscrew its way down in the first? It does. So you shoot out and then you go up like this, and then it corkscrews down. Doesn't make sense because you cannot just keep doing it. So they kind of add the little corkscrew spiral on down, which is really cool. It's kind of intense, but not like super crazy at all. But you're welcome, Sanford Bridge. By the way, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, so you could do it just like moments before. 16 here watching. You all are all appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Six Flags reservation system thing is not that complicated. It's pretty simple. I also have like a video / live stream that I did to kind of help out with that, to get you ready for this season, the 2021 season. Yep. Have I ever been rode Top Thrill Dragster? I have not been there yet, but I definitely plan. They open up in the late May, the 22nd. I won't be there for that because I plan to be somewhere else. But later on, I plan to be at Cedar Point for sure to experience all those coasters, which I for sure will need a minimum of 3 days to experience everything for sure. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great experience for my first time being there. You guys saw how hyped I was with Great Adventure, which is a great park. Just saying. Wait till you guys see me at Cedar Point. Yep. You went to Six Flags Over Georgia over the weekend. My reservation wasn't loading, but I still got in. Yes, they are a lot more lax and comfortable at Over Georgia. I've been wanting to talk about some things about that, but I don't want to kind of shine light on that because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to get in and have fun though. Is there, David, welcome to the stream. First of all, hello. Is there anything at Six Flags Great Adventure that you wish was at Over Georgia? Yes. A lot. I would love to have that as my home park and visit there every weekend. They do a lot of extra stuff. Like they had the food trucks going on during this time, which I found out isn't always happening. I know chat's flying. I will answer all of the questions in chat going on in comments, but just the open space of that park, the cleanliness, that park was super clean. The staff were very friendly. And just like, obviously we have a height cap, so we can't build something like King Ka. I would love a dynamic wooden coaster like El Toro, even though I didn't get to ride it on this trip because it was closed. But there's just a lot that I would like at that park. They just had a huge lineup of flat rides too, because the park is massive. Again, as far as the scale and the land, including like the body of water that they own, it's the second biggest theme park in the world as far as all space, including that. So we're not talking about how many rides they have, how many coasters. We're talking about just land, space, and the water, all that stuff. So the biggest, and I didn't mention this in the video, the biggest, if anybody is wondering, if anybody was wondering, it's Disney's Animal Kingdom is the biggest. Yep. Let's see. But yeah, just a lot of stuff. I think it's just a great park. Let me think about it, and I'll put it in that other video I'm going to make on my reflection of the park. Are there any other parks that have a similar reservation system right now currently planned a massive summer coaster road trip? Awesome. First of all, that sounds epic. Almost every, so Dollywood does, all the Six Flags parks do. Actually, every park does. Every park has, for the most part, except some smaller parks. Every park for the most part. Yeah, I said it right. They all have a reservation system still from last year, from opening till now. So, including the Disney parks, which are crazy. So yeah, the answer, they all do. But still make the trip. You could plan things at least 2-3 months out, even further with the Six Flags parks. They kind of have the reservation set, so you'll be fine. Just keep on planning it and make it happen. Do I think Mindbender will be open next week, spring break? Ew. That was my second time frame of when it was going to open. No. I think they're just going to go on my third one, which is by Memorial Day weekend, as history has shown. I think so. Even though I do believe with what I found in that video I made about what's it called last year, the two new rides at Over Georgia and Catwoman Whip and Poison Ivy Toxic Spin, I really do believe those were going to open up for what's that called? A spring break time. I mean, there were so many signs, and if you watch the video, guys, check that out if you haven't. There's so many signs that they were going to open, then obviously delays because of the rain, and obviously later on things happened with the pandemic that closed the park. So we'll never know. We'll never know. But to answer, I don't think so, to be honest. I think it'll be Memorial Day weekend. Goliath in the back row is insane. It's absolutely amazing. It's insane. It's the best. It's the best. Back row all day on Goliath at Over Georgia is the way to do it. If I have time on the way home from Cedar Point, you should swing by Kings Island. It's only about 4 hours. I think that's the best bet. See, I was going to do those, Robin. Thank you for bringing that up. I was going to do those separately, but I think it might make sense. Well, how people are telling me it's 3.5, 4 hours away. I think obviously that's not a bad drive because I do that from here to Carowinds, here to Wild Adventures, and here to Dollywood. So that's not bad. That might be the best way for me to do it, is to hit all those Ohio parks and those parks around there all in the same trip, rather than, hey, fly out here, hit this park, come back, and then do it another time. If I have to do that, of course, due to work and planning, family, all that, then yes. But overall, I think that's a good idea, Robin. So thank you for that. I think that's a very, very smart and wise decision. I think I'll look into that and probably do it. G-Money, have a great night. Take care, take care, take care. Top Thrill Dragster launch is smoother than King to Ka, but King to Ka is more intense. Ooh. Interesting. I know there's debate out there about those two, but I know people love Top Thrill Dragster. But that's a great perspective of that. Nice. Okay. Have I noticed that most people up north just refer to the park as Great Adventures? Yes, and with the S at the end. It's like, man, I kept talking to people before then. They were like, oh, man, you going to Great Adventures? And I'm like, yeah. They don't mention Six Flags at all, actually. That's crazy that you brought that up. And I know you mentioned you're from there, and that's proof. Yes, they don't say Six Flags Great Adventure. I will say it to them, and they will literally say just Great Adventure, or with the S, obviously. I loved it. It was just amazing to be out there. Yeah. You're welcome, Stanford Bridge. You're welcome. You're very welcome. You have any more questions, let me know. Or later, if you have any and you think about it, just feel free to comment in the comment section down below of this live stream. I will 100% answer, or follow me on social media and comment or DM me, and I'll answer as well. Feel free. Also, hello to everybody watching on playback later, watching this replay. Feel free to answer any of this stuff too in the comment section down below. Also, want you to know you are appreciated equally as those who are here live watching the live stream. And shout out to you guys watching live here now, whether you're in the chat right now or just watching, relaxing and just chilling out. I don't know, but I appreciate you guys all being here and showing your love. The park was packed on Saturday, and every ride was 1 hour. That was like that at Great Adventure later on, but honestly, I'm getting to the point where an hour wait for rides after what I experienced, an hour is not that bad anymore. It's not. An hour is doable. And I was doing those like lines by myself, and I didn't talk to people in all of them. So if you, I don't know, just had a lot, I could think about things. And just enjoy, again, the queue, the beauty of the queue. Hence my podcast. I love what the queue can bring. You can meet people you don't know, and just people from different walks of life, and just you're all there for the same purpose to get on that ride and enjoy yourself. 15 here watching. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy yourself. I appreciate you guys being here. But yeah, an hour queue isn't that bad anymore, especially like me waiting 13 hours, 11 minutes for opening day of Hagrid's. An hour is nothing to me anymore. It's crazy. There's no way they are at 25% capacity at all. Not anymore. They actually bumped that up, and I noticed for Hallowfest this past year, it at least went up to 35%, and it's at least 50 or more now. It is for sure. I mean, they just need to come out and say it, but I don't know. Do I know how Spanos will go about rides and maintenance in the future, including getting rid of the favoritism towards some parks? Ooh, at the end of the day, it's still business. But I do know that, man, I don't know why I trust this guy. Like, I guess I've done a lot of research on him, and just I like what he's about so far. He needs to prove it, but so far, what I've seen and read and heard, I like his plan. But I want to see it being acted out, David. So, but as far as Spanos, I think he's great fit for this job. Even though it's crazy, he started right before the pandemic, like in November of 2019, so a little bit before. It just reading some behind the scenes documents that are all available to the public if you just search. How will he go about rides and maintenance in the future? They definitely still are going to plan on doing the same model that what's the name, Anderson Reed was doing, but kind of tweak it a little bit different and kind of focus more on the overall experience and the park beauty. So what he's shifting and trying to do is bring the beauty and new food, kind of taking what Disney and Universal and parks like that do to bring it to Six Flags, because they already have the rides. So it's more of an amusement park rather than a theme park. He's trying to make added like a beautification tactic behind it to make it better, but they plan to focus on and get rid of things that are maintenance nightmares. So he's working on it somehow. But as far as favoritism, again, it's still a business. There are parks that get more love, like Great Adventure, Magic Mountain. If we're talking about Six Flags parks, Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Great America, things like that, parks like that, they're bigger. They have a bigger scale audience. I mean, Over George it's somewhat there. But as far as favoritism, Over Georgia, if we're talking about that, is not up there. Hopefully he fixes that. But again, if the model kind of works, then I guess they're going with it. But I hope he's the difference to change that. Definitely worth it. We used to go to Kings Island for a week every June. That's amazing. I cannot wait to get there. Especially with their Giga Coaster they opened up last year. I wanted to be there and I tried, but I couldn't get a reservation for the opening day. There was 2 left or 5, something like that. And I went to go eat some food and then come back, and I was like, oh, it'll be there. It wasn't. So I didn't get to go out there to Kings Island for that, but I'll definitely make a trip this year or try. I wish there were employees making sure that people were social distancing. Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's a thing of the past. I really do think that's a thing of the past. They don't do it anywhere anymore. They don't focus on it at all. They did a little bit. They definitely did when things opened back up in last year. But now it's just honestly, it's the old days, but with a mask. Even with that kind of, it's not even a full possibility. Am I based in Georgia? Yes, I am. Yes, like Nightbot said, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here. Six Flags Over Georgia definitely needs beautification for sure. The appearance doesn't match the ride experience at all. Again, Robin, spot on, and thank you for bringing that up. They need to get back to this time when the park did care about the beauty. They are actually doing it as of last year till now. If you guys haven't seen the changes, though, of that park and how they're trying to make it more visually appealing and beautiful, they are actually doing something. So people need to calm down and not thrash the park so much. They are making changes for sure. So, yes. Now, as far as to match the ride experience, again, thank you for bringing that up. For people who have been to Six Flags Over Georgia, or that's their home park like it is mine, just to shine light on it and talk about it briefly right now after visiting other parks and all that. Talking about my home park right now. People need to understand how amazing Six Flags Over Georgia's coaster lineup actually really is. It's pretty amazing. Guys, I've been on quite a few hyper coasters. You kind of understand how special, even though it could use a little refurbishment, it could be tweaked a little bit, but overall, that layout, the scenery of Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia, guys, we have such an amazing hyper coaster. Again, for those who have been to the park, can experience it or have experienced it, or close to the park, like live in Alabama and stuff like that, or who's that's your home park. Be grateful for what you have. Trust me, I'm not saying any of these other ones were bad, but how great ours. We have that, and even again, Twisted Cyclone, our RMC, is amazing. It's shorter than these other ones, but that layout, it literally kicks and is amazing. It's so sad at the end when it's really catching speed and it's really getting it and going, the ride just abruptly ends. That stinks. But the whole experience in general, that wave turn, everything, it's amazing. Just we can go down the list of the coasters of what they bring and they offer. They're absolutely, yes, Fred, you're right. They're absolute beasts. We should be thankful for what we have, including how smooth and silent Daredevil Dive is. Although it is a capacity nightmare, which it is, they need to work on that somehow. But actually getting on the ride, and it's on a super good day, just in general, actually, it's so smooth. It's such a great Gersler Eurofighter. And also the plain fact that we have 1 out of 2 in the whole Six Flags chain of parks. Blessed to have that. I don't know. Trust me, after seeing other parks as far as our coaster lineup at Over Georgia, be thankful for what you have, guys. Trust me. Oh, Falcons Boy. Yes. After what I experienced opening weekend this year, Blue Hawk is super underrated. Blue Hawk, guys, I know I used to talk trash about it. I don't know what I was thinking. Yes, and Robin, the changes do look nice. They really do look nice at the park. But Blue Hawk is very, very underrated. I don't know what you heard or what you experienced with Ninja back in the day. Things have changed. Restraints have changed. The coasters changed. Everything. That's in the past, Ninja, which definitely had its woes. But Blue Hawk is epic. It's a great coaster. And also the beauty, how picturesque it is. It's even like that too on the coaster. It's great. It really is. But yes, indeed, our coasters are great. Like Fred mentioned too as well. Dark Side, all Goliath needs is the paint job. That's a little refurbishment, but more so that paint job. Everything's good. You're right. 100%. Everything's good. David asks, do I think Six Flags Over Georgia can compete with Dollywood if it got beauty maintenance upgrades and food improvements? Yes. I'm actually shocked I'm saying that. If it had all of that stuff, yes. If they cared about the theming and also customer service and guest satisfaction, along with those other things that you mentioned, yes, they could compete because what rides do they have that we don't? Besides, I mean, yes, we can go off of models like GCI and all that stuff. We can compare and contrast, but if we're talking about wooden coasters, if we're talking about RMCs, if we're talking about hyper coasters, which they don't have one there, which they should, but they technically do because how tall, in a weird way, Wild Eagle is, even though it's a wing coaster. It's not obviously a hyper, but just the height, it's over 200 feet in the views. It's just the location, the care, the guest satisfaction, the food, all that stuff makes them so special. And how they keep giving you festivals and different holiday experiences. It's like, all right, you know how for holidays you celebrate, let's say Christmas, and you get the stuff out of the box, all the ornaments, all the decorations out of the box, right? And then you put it up around the house and the trees, all that stuff. And then at the end of the holidays, you put it back away and put it in the closet. That to me is like what Over Georgia, Six Flags parks. I'm not even going to say all Six Flags parks because some do better, way better than others. We'll just talk about Over Georgia right now. I'm not coming down on them. I'm just saying, because of also this question that was asked. They just pull the stuff out the box, put it up, put it back down. No matter how old it is, no matter, yes, they do some improvements. Yes, we don't need to be like super specific, but It's like that. Dollywood literally will handcraft the stuff and put it up each year. Try and be better each year. Keep what works and then keep building each year. That's what they do. If they can do all that stuff and change, which is quick and simple, then yes. Now, I will be making a future video about this, but I will shine light on this briefly now. Over George's tenure under Six Flags is up in 6 years, 5 or 6 years. Now, if they stay under a Six Flags brand, we don't know. But what we need to understand is the Herschend Family Entertainment Park that owns Dollywood is here in Georgia. They just purchased, which people don't get, Kentucky Kingdom, which used to be a Six Flags park. I would not be mad if you saw Over Georgia just be called Over Georgia. Something Over Georgia. I don't know. So that, just briefly talk about it. I don't know. We could see some things. Missing chat. You guys are amazing though. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Why did Ninja get renamed? Because it had such a bad rap and so many bad things about it that they actually had a vote in 2016. They had an election on top of the actual election. They had an election about what should the ride be named, and they came down to 3 choices, and people voted, fans, everybody voted and chose Blue Hawk. And that's why. But they just wanted to retheme and rename it, get away from the past of Ninja. Yeah. Imagine Six Flags Over Georgia as a Herschend park. Agreed. Just, oh my goodness. I don't want that to happen, but I do. I don't want it to break away from Six Flags per se. But if it did, Herschend has been very kind to me in my eyes. I wouldn't mind. But we could see it happen in 5 to 7 years, possibly. I'm not saying yes, that's going to happen, but I'm saying if you read these investor reports, Six Flags Over Georgia is not owned by Six Flags. It is managed by Six Flags. Their tenure is up in 5 to 6 years. They could drop the park. They could renew it, obviously. Although it's the second ever Six Flags park, means nothing. There was a lot of pass and go, mishandling, so to speak, if you want to call it, throughout the years that has got them to this situation, the bankruptcy, everything. Although the recession in 2008, but just still, they were super aggressive with their tactics of all these coasters, which was fun and was great. And also check out Airtime Thrills. He had videos about all that and what came about with the Coaster Wars, which were really fun, really cool. And it's a great watch. Check it out on his channel. But yeah, there was some mistakes made and some things that were detrimental to the park. But we could see if it happened and went to Herschend, or even the Fun Spot parks owned it. I know nobody's talked about that. That would be interesting too, which they need to do something with Fun Spot Atlanta, to be honest. To be real. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was a Herschend owned entertainment park, even though I like the Six Flags thing, but whatever's better for them is better for them. I don't mind. I'd be excited. That could be amazing if they were bought by them. I would love it, Robin. I would love it. Again, it's down the street. They own Stone Mountain, which check out that vlog. I recently revisited and had an amazing time. Vlog out on the channel of the 2021 season opening of Stone Mountain Park. Definitely check it out if you haven't. But and they own also Wild Adventures here in Georgia. So they own 2 things in Georgia. So Over Georgia, I don't know, could be cool. But yeah. Also, what do you guys think would the name change be? Would it can't be Six Flags Over Georgia, it'd be something. It can't just be Over Georgia. It'd be something. I don't know. What do you guys think the name would be? Because Kentucky Kingdom, with them being purchased by the park, by Herschend Family Entertainment, Kentucky Kingdom's already set. That's a name. But Six Flags Over Georgia, it has to flow. Great Adventure is fine because it could be Great Adventure if something were to happen with, in that regards, them being sold. But Kentucky Kingdom, but Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags Over Georgia. They need something in front of it. I don't know. Herschend Over Georgia. something like that. But yeah, it would be amazing. I don't think we would get rides super often, but the rides would be very high quality. I agree. But also, if you've looked at some of these Hershey Family Entertainment Parks, they kind of do get rides, not as quickly as what Six Flags was doing, or they do the yearly thing, which they're not all new. They oftentimes, take rides from one park and move it to the other. But I think you would look at every 2 to 3 years with the Hershey Family brand thing, and you would get rides. But your experience and the maintenance, like you mentioned, it would be a lot better and charming. It would be great. Honestly, you could see them buying over Georgia's as probably the most charming Six Flags park, which would get, as far as history and what you could do with it. You could do a lot of things with over Georgia and over Texas, but I think they're fine. Even though they're on that block too, that they could be not renewed, but I think they're more fine than over Georgia is. But you could definitely, like you said, David, do a lot with over Georgia as far as theming. 100%, just like Dollywood, just like Silver Dollar City. You are 100% right. And you could do that. You're absolutely right on that. Stanford, several banners over Georgia. That could be a name. Yeah, I don't know. But guys, last minute questions. Throw them at me as we're about to wrap up, as we discuss my post trip along with some other things that we talked about. But again, I had an amazing time, and I will shine more light on some more experiences that of the journey of my trip that I just came back yesterday from, which is crazy. Videos coming out later on that. But as far as tonight, I'm here with you guys live. Excuse me. Feel free to ask any last questions for me. But make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. And if you guys enjoyed yourself or are still enjoying yourself as we're about to wrap up, like the video, like the live stream, and also check out the other catalog of videos on the channel, including the most recent vlog from Great Adventure that I just experienced, along with my Stone Mountain Park vlog that I just recently put up. So check it out. You'll enjoy it. A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of hype. You guys will like it. Have I seen? Yes, El Toro Orion. Ooh, stay tuned, by the way, with something with him and I coming up. But his problematic coasters videos, which are all amazing, but I did see it on King Ka, and I know that's also his home park. Joseph, I don't think you said hey tonight. Hello to you, first of all, and bye. I know we're about to get off, but yeah, hello to you, and bye. Yeah. But I did see his video. I didn't see his recent one though. I think it's on Everest at Animal Kingdom, because it happened when I was gone on my trip. But I'm definitely going to check that out. But absolutely, looking forward to new videos. Yeah, new something up on the channel will be tomorrow, and then other videos as far as the trip and just more coming up soon for you, Robin, and everybody else. Yeah, absolutely. A Falcons boy, how's my son? Amazing. He's growing up so quick, so smart, super genius kid. I love him. But he's doing great. Thank you so much for asking. You were busy earlier. No worries. I was just playing with you. I'm glad that you're here, though. We got to get on some more rides, though, in the future. But nonetheless, I'm glad you could pop in for a second. The Everest one is good. Don't spoil it for me. I'm definitely going to check it out because I know that has a lot going on with it. It also was like so expensive, that coaster. So yeah, for those who are who are unfamiliar, Block Zone is, man, it's intense and crazy how smart that dude is, and yeah, I don't know. Just stay tuned for future The Q Podcast episodes. That's all I have to say. Also, if you have not checked out The Q Podcast, please check it out. Great podcast here. You can see the playlist here on the channel and also on wherever you find your podcasts. Yeah. But check it out. All those episodes. I hear that Newark's airport is nowhere near as nice. I would take it though over JFK and LaGuardia all day. Those are just a huge fiasco and a lot going on. I would take Newark's airport all day. Nothing special, but just as far as crowds, busyness, yeah. It's crazy. Been too sick. Six Flags Over Georgia this year. You talking about me? People have noticed, if you're talking about what I'm about to say, that I haven't been to Six Flags Over Georgia much except the opening day, and I haven't covered much about it. I did need a little break, but I'm back now. And from Over Georgia, a lot more is coming. If that's what you're referring to, if not, yeah, I'll be back making some Over Georgia content sprinkled in along with some other things, just expanding. Which I'm glad you guys have been loving the expansion of me, just expanding out my horizons to go to other parks and stuff. So more to come. More to come. But no, I already have a membership for Six Flags Parks. You love the Coaster Idiots videos? Yeah, they're very fun. All those dudes are cool too. I definitely want to operate coasters eventually. Maybe even go into. I think you would be amazing at that. To be honest, Joseph, I think you'd be really good at that. You should look into it. Places are hiring. Look into it when you can for the future. Doesn't have to be now. Doesn't have to be later. But just like you said, you want to operate it eventually. Yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. I think you're a knowledgeable, smart guy. You're beyond capable of doing it, though. You really didn't feel a rattle on Goliath this year. Honestly, me neither. But people say they do, so I don't know. But guys, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are amazing. You could be anywhere in the world, but you were here with me tonight. But you wouldn't be as happy as you are right now. And I appreciate you guys so much for joining me. 13 here watching. You guys are all appreciate it. Sorry. But again, thank you guys so much for being here. Also, for those watching on replay later, as I know a lot of you guys do, I see you. I appreciate you guys. To all the lurkers who didn't comment or chat and just were watching and enjoying on this Tuesday as we normally do, you guys are awesome as well. But make sure you guys check out the most recent videos that I put out. Show them some love. Also, what is huge, share it out. Don't be selfish. Share it out to other friends, other people who even they slightly might be interested in that, even if they're not enthusiasts like you all, but might slightly enjoy just pure happiness and enjoyment. Good vibes only. Who doesn't like good vibes only? So if they like that, hey, share it out. I appreciate it, though. Thank you guys so much for being here. You live an hour away from Six Flags Over Georgia, is a bit too far. Understood. Hopefully sooner than later, as you mentioned. Hopefully sooner than later. But all you guys saying bye and thanks in the chat. I see all you guys. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. Give the stream a big thumbs up. Check out the videos. Also, the Q podcast. Great podcast. Check it out if you haven't. And then feel free to follow me on social medias right there, and also listen in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Another live stream next week. Oh, more live streams. Also, more videos coming up. I will see you in the comment section down below. Those videos as well. Take care. Be well. Till our next live stream or next videos. Take care and have a thrilling day, thrilling night. Good night. Goodbye.